So this is my review of The 11th Dimension by Ski Mask. I just listened to the first song, Dragon Tooth. I've heard some people say before that X songs are like ringtones, and I don't think this is one of the best examples of that I've ever heard. This song felt 100% like a ringtone that would be for like a BlackBerry or something. Not a strong start. Yeah. Alright, so I just heard Monsters Inc. Future went ridiculously hard on that. He didn't just he held that song like a baby. I think the beat could have come in harder for him. So I like Ski Mask's verse on it, not as good as I like Future's. I know if I was still doing DXM all the time, this would be my new favorite song. Alright, so Tuk Tuk for sure my favorite so far. That shit had me moving and grooving, cutting the rug and whatnot. That was going pretty hard. I honestly no notes. His flow got away from him in one single moment, but then it came back around and it made it harder. So I don't know. No notes, Ski Mask. Alright, so I just heard Earwax, right? I don't know if it's playing them in order. Why was that not the opening song? That was so fucking good. That's one of the best Ski Mask songs, like, skill-wise, I've ever, in my opinion, ever. Like, why did he not open with that shit? Fantastic. I spent the whole time making one of them faces. I couldn't dance none. It's a good song. By Myself, without a doubt, so far at least. Again, I think the album might be playing out of order. Has the most edit potential. This shit would make an excellent edit. Every show I ever thought of just left my mind, but some motherfuckers fighting, this shit would go hard over that. Alright, so Full Moon was giving a little bit of Eminem. I don't know if it was the flow. I don't know if it was because he was leaning into his voice a little bit, but the first half of Full Moon was giving quite a bit of Eminem. He straightened that out, though, towards the second half, and, you know, pretty decent song. I'm not saying it's bad that it felt like Eminem. I'm just saying something about it indescribably gave Eminem aura, you know, and that was the most pressing thing about the song. Alright, so I just listened to Part the Sea, and I have 3 major notes about it. Hopefully I can remember them all. 1, very disappointed that there wasn't more or any Moses references that I got. Why even name the song that? 2, it sounded very similar to Jump Out the House by Playboi Carti, which is a song I go back and forth between hating and loving. I skate to it all the time, but I couldn't imagine doing literally any other activity. And the third thing is that Ski Mask knows his way around a simile, and just about the only other thing he said in this song from Open It Up was a pretty decent simile. So, you know, that's what I gotta say about that. Part the Sea lowers it a little bit just because there was not enough parting the sea references, you know. Open it up is not a phrase that really gives off the gravitas of parting the sea. You know what I'm saying? Like, open it up. That's not what this is a sea, my guy. I don't know. Maybe this is how I feel about it. You know, Ski has the potential to do that, you know. I don't know why he went limp with a song that he decided to name. So no real comment on Jaws interlude. I don't feel right about commenting on that for some reason. So what do you mean might be the best Ski Mask song ever made? I think I was shook when the beat first came in, and then I don't think I've ever heard him come on to a song like that. The way he was rolling R's and shit like that, completely unnecessary. He was doing it just to do it. That was an amazing song. Just had to give it a second listen through to make sure I wasn't tripping. Absolutely a banger. Yeah, no, that shit. I mean, technically, Ski Mask fans I could see would get mad with me saying that. But the vibes, brother, the vibes, that song, the vibes, man. That shit, you gotta understand. You know what I mean. Okay, wake up happy for a second. Because I thought somehow Juice WRLD had made a reference to an internet meme that happened after he died, but I think I am mistaken. I'm pretty sure I'm mistaken. Obviously, that would make less sense. And I'm probably just wrong about that. That shit went pretty hard, though. R.I.P. Juice. That's what I gotta say about that. So the song Hulk immediately loses all of its points because he said right in the middle that he don't fuck with Logan. And while I do understand that this is a reference to the comic books, that is Wolverine's introduction is in a Hulk comic. While I understand this, it doesn't go above my head. It loses points regardless. It's also mid. I'm starting beef with Ski Mask. I don't care. Alright, so when Head Rush first came on, I was like, who's this guy think he is? He Rage Against the Machine? What does Ski think he's Limp Bizkit, right? And then it came on, and I went, nah, this fool, he started rapping. I was like, this fool thinks he's Shadow the Hedgehog. Step out the way, Lil Uzi. Somebody else writing the soundtrack for the Shadow the Hedgehog fucking movie. And if it didn't come across, this goes hard. Frozen 1, incredibly hard. Kill Streak was mid, and I mean that, like, it felt like the sum total of, like, most Ski Mask songs. Like, that was, like, you could convince me this one was AI generated. Like, it just, like I couldn't distinguish it. There's probably 10 other Ski Mask songs that sound almost identical. I don't know. Maybe that's just because I'm a Ski Mask lay person, but From Yard was pretty cool. I mixed feelings on how Ski opened up on that one, but the feature that he had was great. That shit was fantastic. Totally made up for the fact that the song before boring as hell. That feature, without a doubt, took it up a notch, though. Like, if it would have just been Ski's first part and, like, a repeat of the chorus, mid-city. At best, honestly. Kim Jong-un, okay. It was fine. The top comment on the YouTube video was, I bet they won't play this on the radio. And you're right. I think you're right. Not for the reasons you do. Let It Breathe is another chef's kiss kind of song on this album. I definitely not the same tier as the last one. I don't think lyrically it did not come in as strong. But the back vocals, the instrumental, I mean his flow on it, fantastic. Excellent song. There are a few songs on this album that just simply they do not feel mixed very well. Like, the production quality just isn't very good. Mandalorian, probably one of the best examples on the album. It just does not, it feels for some reason like it is being recorded in a bedroom, and not in like a fun, cool way. It's just like the audio is speaking and the beat's too quiet, which has been like that for a couple songs. And then some of them are like, feel professional, like they're supposed to. I don't know. See, Jump kind of reminded me of Ski's older music, but in like a good way. I can't remember the name of the song right now, but it has like an almost exact same BPM and everything. Like, his flow's super similar. It's good. I liked it. It was fun. Probably not even his best club song though, although he was like, made my people want to jump. I don't know. You had better club songs on here, I think. So far. Man, when Shibuya came on, I thought Yeat was about to be on this album. He wasn't, but didn't even need it. Shibuya was a pretty good song. I fucked with it pretty hard. It's probably probably in the top percentile for this album. That shit was pretty good. That's definitely going to be a top 100 for the rest of the year. Reminded me of, what's it called? Bangarang by Xanakin Skywalk. It's like my favorite Xanakin Skywalk song, 'cause it's the only one he's not being a weirdo in. So Go was cute. It's a cute song. It feels kind of like Khaled and early Taylor Swift made a song together. But it's not. It's Ski Mask and a guy named Corbin. So that's cute for them. It's a cute song. Overall, I think the album was good. I think a lot of it was some pretty mid Ski Mask, though, if I'm going to be honest. A few of the songs on it were fucking awesome. Like, some of them were fantastic. They were great. And then a lot of them just felt like, like generic Ski Mask. And I know that's kind of weird to say because Ski Mask is kind of known for being non-generic. But once he kind of does his own thing so many times, you're kind of like, yeah, that's Ski Mask. Not to say I hated any of it. I made myself a little personal tier list, and literally none of them none of the songs hit the bottom. There were just some like aggressively average songs, and then a lot of decent ones, and then a few really, really good ones. If I could make one big suggestion, it would probably be that the album needed to be refined. There were like 25 songs. Some of them, if it was the 12 best songs, it would have been a fantastic album. But he put a lot of songs on there that felt like half-baked, or like they were an idea that could have been fleshed out better in a different album. Or could have gone a little harder. Or he could have just left out. But they were there, and overall dragged it into like a low, I don't know, 3 stars, something like that. Some of the songs on it were like 4.5. Like, I was like, holy shit. And then a lot of them I was like, all right, yeah. The Ski Mask, the Slump God.